Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple of couch potatoes in love that love the Clone Wars.
Yes, we do.
And so we're checking out Season 4, Episode 18, Crisis on Naboo. Dooku and his hunters attempt to kidnap the Chancellor. Here we go.
All right.
We're in it now. Trust is the greatest of gifts, but it must be earned.
True.
The Naboo Royal Guard will have armed sentries at all entry points on the palace. Stage itself will be sealed off by a ray shield for the duration of the event.
I see nothing here to worry about.
With complacency comes vulnerability. It is what we do not see that concerns me.
Yep.
We thought we'd have an advantage with Obi-Wan on the inside, but we've had no communication from him in days.
Obi-Wan will do his part. Let's make sure we do ours.
Yeah, Anakin.
Some serious side-eye from Yoda.
Yep. It looks like it's more than just Mason. Yoda now.
Yep, I think they've brought more people in now. Oh!
Oh, the guy, yes, Kung Lao hat.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, hello there.
All clear. This is it, my friends. The day of reckoning for the Republic. Everything will happen exactly as we planned. You will all be immortalized in history, not to mention rewarded with enough credits that you will never have to work again.
Each device tells you your position and essential details about your part of the plot. Two of you will act as guards protecting the Chancellor, and you, Hardeen, are a sniper. That's all you need to know. Now for our disguises. Everyone step back. Step into the Shadow hologram and you will receive your new
Cool.
identity.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I should have put you in charge long ago. A word of advice, though. Keep an eye on Hardeen. There's something about him I do not trust.
I'm keeping my eye on all of them.
Including you, Dooku.
I've never seen the Festival of Light. Sounds like a big event.
They're expecting a large crowd, which means it will be difficult for Dooku to attack during the ceremony. That leaves the palace as the best opportunity for an ambush.
Are you that certain an attack is imminent?
I'm afraid so, which is why I'm making Ahsoka your personal bodyguard.
At your service, my lady.
What about you?
Hopefully, I'll be where I always am.
In the
He
action.
means saving the day.
Of course he does.
Obi-Wan, thank goodness you're alive.
I've seen better days.
I'm here in Theed.
How are they planning to attack the Chancellor?
3 of the bounty hunters are disguised as Senate guards. Eval is the getaway driver, and they have a PAR one that can pass through the ray shield. I have a sniper rifle. It's loaded with stun blasts. I'm supposed to immobilize the Chancellor, not kill him.
From here, I can be your eye in the sky.
I'll be able to tell you everything that's going on. Make sure you have someone double-check the guards' identities.
That's gonna take time.
You'll have to do your best, my friend.
The stage is set.
Activate the ray shield.
It is an honor to be here for this momentous occasion. 847 years ago, Naboo joined the Republic. And tonight, we celebrate that union.
What's your identification number? SG-190.
It's gonna take you out.
All right, move along, but stay sharp.
And look around this.
Smart. Cool show.
Mace. So far, so good. Gotcha. East side.
Security guard on the stairs. Skywalker, the shield generator.
Oh, damn.
All right, you two, take the Chancellor to that speeder and get him out of here.
Did you check them, Mace? Why would you give anyone that role? You should be taking him.
Oh, Jesus. Man, Anakin keeps getting fried.
Yeah.
Blast! It's only good for one shot. Anakin's down, and I don't see Bane anywhere.
I'll find him.
Oh.
Chancellor.
D.
Yep.
You're coming with me, Chancellor.
Those tentacles pack quite a punch.
Come on, the Chancellor. The guard escorting them is a bounty hunter.
Chancellor, are you all right?
Oh!
Huh. Oof.
So long, Jedi.
Damn good plan.
I'm going after the Chancellor. Copy that. I'll send you the coordinates and hold Bane there as long as I can.
This is the rendezvous point. My plan worked to perfection.
It wasn't your plan. It was my execution of your plan.
True.
Dare you disrespect Moralo Eval?
Back down. Where's Dooku?
Yeah, stop referring to yourself in the third person.
Martine, you're not supposed to be here yet.
I don't want to be double-crossed and left behind again.
We've all been double-crossed. Dooku's a no-show.
What do we do with the Chancellor now?
If Dooku won't pay us, somebody else will.
The Chancellor's coming with me.
Please do not kill Moralo Eval.
You did a good job, Obi-Wan.
Kenobi. I should have known.
Spending so much time with you was no reward either.
I'll give you a reward when I plug you full of laser bolts.
Such a pleasant fellow.
Why wasn't Dooku there?
Once again, you have all distinguished yourselves in the eyes of the Republic.
It's all part of the job, my lady.
I'm not sure I agree with your orders to send the rest of the security detail back to Coruscant.
I think Anakin is all the security I need.
You look terrible.
Being a criminal's not easy work.
Too bad the Council didn't trust me.
It was my decision to keep the truth from you.
You lied to me. How do you know that you even have the whole truth?
We should get you into the transformation chamber. Everyone's a little tired of looking at that ugly face of yours.
This is the face that saved the Republic. But I think you're right.
I can sense something is still bothering you.
Something Anakin said has me worried. Do we know the whole truth? I think I'll stay. I need to check one last thing. Dooku was listening. He knew all along.
I also want to say goodbye to Senator Amidala. She has been a very gracious host.
Padme didn't mention a banquet to me.
Perhaps she meant it as a surprise. I must say, the lengths the Jedi will go to is nothing short of incredible. I assume the brilliant plan to disguise Obi-Wan was yours?
It wasn't, sir. I was in the dark as much as you were.
I was under the impression the Jedi always worked as a team.
Planted the seeds.
Welcome.
My gracious, it's a trap!
Should have quit while you were still alive, Dooku.
Fighting off the entire Jedi security force would have been difficult. Defeating you alone will be an easy task.
Get out of here!
Good idea.
Unhand me.
See how powerful Anakin had gotten?
With one hand behind his back.
Give in to the rage.
Are you all right?
Come on!
Well done, Master Kenobi. You are a worthy adversary. I cannot say the same about your young apprentice.
Ooh.
What a day.
I know.
Chancellor, are you all right?
Yes, Thanks again to the heroics of the Jedi. That's the second time today.
We specialize in heroics, Chancellor.
As long as I live, no harm will ever come to you, Your Excellency.
Oh, great.
Here's to your long and prosperous life, Anakin. One shudders to think where the galaxy would be without the Jedi.
That's a good scene.
That fight scene was so good because, like, I just loved the little smirks from Palpatine.
Yeah.
His looks toward the fight and, like, assessing Anakin and watching Dooku. And then Dooku's, like, side-eye to Palpatine when, like, Anakin had him on the stairs and was, like, hitting him. I'm like, you could just tell. I mean, that treachery, that bond is already there and very strong. And the only good thing about all of this is that I think it did not go according to Palpatine's plan, because I think he really did intend on going off with Dooku.
Yeah, and I just love that last scene where he's talking about Anakin says, as long as I'm alive, no harm will come to you, and just thinks about, it was very true up until the end when he throws the Emperor down and, but right before he dies. So, pretty much kept his word. Palpatine, it just happened, but I can't think of the exact quote, but he's just like, what would happen to the universe, like if the Jedi weren't around? And he wanted to, picture that. He can't even imagine it.
I love too how much of a master manipulator Palpatine is. Because, I mean, as we were sitting here, I was like, how does he get such incredible loyalty from Anakin? Like, he hasn't done anything amazing for Anakin, but it's just the constant, subtle ego stroke.
Yep.
Just I'm sure that brilliant plan was your thinking. Oh no, you were in the dark? Oh, how interesting. I thought everybody worked as a team. I mean, just so subtle and, like, brilliant, but
If you stroked his knee like you just did mine, then yeah, that really works. I mean, just tell you, I was ready to go along with whatever you said. Just completely lost my train of thought.
The knee stroke was that good.
It's good. It's a good knee stroke.
The only thing I'm kind of sad about is I just wish we had a little more Ahsoka in there. Only because they made such a show of, like, her moment with Padme when she was designated Padme's protector, and, like, that little kind of, like, girlish kind of, I don't know, it sounds silly to say, but, like, almost like a girlish BFF moment between them. Like, oh, where's Anakin going to be? He's going to be in the action, saving the day. I mean, like, there's such a strong connection between those two. I both wondered, like, a little bit more about what was going on with the two of them when this whole thing was swirling. Like, obviously the action was with Obi-Wan and Anakin. That was good to see. Yeah. But, like, if they'd had the freedom of, like, HBO to just extend this episode by, like, 5 extra minutes, I just would have been curious as to what was going on with the ladies behind the scenes. It also makes me wonder what is going to be Ahsoka's reaction with what happens to Anakin, Padme. Yeah.
It's Padme, okay.
Yeah, because I mean, like, we've talked about what is her reaction going to be to Anakin, and that betrayal is going to be horrific, but, like, she's almost got this kind of sisterly affection for Padme, and to know what befalls her, I just can't imagine how Ahsoka is going to be able to take that.
And you talked about the ego stroking with Palpatine and Anakin, and, like, you saw it set up here where the first little seed there of Obi-Wan lying to Anakin, and then just, like, breaking his trust there. They talked about trust, how it needs to be earned, and Obi-Wan is losing that now. He needs to earn that back from Anakin, but, like, Palpatine has been earning Anakin's trust, and, like, has been the one that's, like, telling him the truth, and, like, I was in the dark just like you. Like, there's a lot of things that, like, he's bringing in similarities that, like, we're the same person. It's exactly like someone would do, like, if, in a cult or whatever. I mean,
I was going to say there's, because I was reading it in a psychology book recently, tribalism is actually an inherent human characteristic. Not really one that we're necessarily proud of, but they talk about how when people are trying to influence you or manipulate you or to recruit you to a cause, the best way to do that is not to make it seem like they are part of your close family or even, like, a close friend, but to start merging your identity with theirs. So that's why, like, when you watch, like, presidential campaigns or political elections, they always try to fuse themselves with you. Like, we are one and the same. Look, I have these same values. We're one and the same. I think this way. Because if you have a merge of identity, then you really will do anything for said person. And that, exactly as you said, is how cult leaders get you, is because they merge your identity with theirs, where to betray them, to talk badly about them, to do anything, like to come to any kind of realization that they're not as wonderful as you'd like them to be, kind of then starts to be a reflection of you, and you're not as wonderful as you would like to be. So it's pretty twisty stuff, but it is brilliant manipulation on the part of Palpatine. And with that, also how Dooku played off it.
Yeah.
So Palpatine is here stroking Anakin's ego, and then there's Dooku there just destroying it and pitting it against Obi-Wan. I mean, they are masterful at what they do. They're terrible people, but they are masterful at what they do.
Yeah, building Obi-Wan up and tearing Anakin down, creating more of that separation there, and then more of the, it's very well done, but it sucks even more because it works. And
it's a very effective strategy in general, and it happens all the time. And we all know how it ends for Anakin. So very effective.
You'll let us know what you thought about this episode down below in the comments. And if you want more of our Clone Wars reactions, we got playlists in the description of this video, as well as a link to our Patreon. You can get early ad-free access, as well as watch all of our watch-along reactions for the full, just in case there's something you didn't see here that you want to see. You can go ahead and check that out. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Clone Wars Season 4, Episode 18, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.